Happy Makeup Tip Tuesday. Okay, this is a really exciting one because this is the first one that is dedicated towards Pharmasaves. So if you have seen us or if you have gone in and supported one of our local Pharmasaves that is now carrying us, thank you so, so much. You can now find us at Coaldale, Alberta, Golden, BC, Salmon Arm, which is literally just 2 blocks from us, which is so amazing. Jasper is landing this week. And there is another one that's coming on board, which is Glenmore in Kelowna. This is just the beginning. We are going to be at their trade show in May, and we're getting to be face-to-face with over 500 store owners and part of the community. Pharmasave has been such an amazing supporter, an amazing partner for us to roll out nationally. So you will find us in their flyers later this year. So stay tuned. This is just the beginning. If you have a Pharmasave near you, please DM us or go in there and request that they bring us in. So everyone is individually owned. We are part of the Neighborly now. So there's 103 stores that we haven't even started to email out to them that we're a preferred vendor just within there, plus the rest of the Pharmasave community family. It's so exciting. But as we are growing into retail, MisMacK has been mostly predominant service-based, as you know, with our stores. So shelf talkers are something that are going to be coming out because I know when you walk by and you see this guy on the shelf and then these guys in here, and if you don't know MisMacK, it can be a little confusing. So today I want to deep dive into our art shadows. This is the art palette that you will find in Pharmasaves across Canada. This is a collaboration artwork with Lelam. So Lelam is a 2 sister Indigenous fashion designers from Nanaimo, BC. And yes, we have an art shadow named Nanaimo. Our Coco is now also named Nanaimo. And they have been such a staple in my personal and professional life. So the spindle wheel you can also find at the Marriott Hotel in Nanaimo. But a lot of our colors, 4 of them to be exact, were actually pulled from the spindle wheel. So our amazing salmon arm, originally called Salmon, art shadow was pulled from this color. Our Okanagan / sky blue was pulled from here. Our Raven Midnight Navy was pulled from the case. And then Sunbeam, aka Barkerville, was pulled from the beam of the sun, and from this guy here. So these are our magnetic homes. It also has, of course, the artwork on the back of it. It's no longer matte. If you were an OG MisMacKer with the white palette and the matte palette, you know how horrible it was to try to keep this clean. It is now no longer matte. She is shiny and easy to clean. So now in here, it is your home. So each individual art shadow is sold separately. Okay, they come like this so you can build your own face in a case. These are the 4 colors that are predominant in the locations in Salmon Arm, Golden, and Coaldale for now. Jasper has some fun colors coming in for their Pride celebration that's happening next week, next month, their Pride Festival. But these are like our easy top seller, really easy go-to. So they're magnetic, they're a large pan. Now, if you are new to MisMacK, please handle these with care. Our binder in them is a jojoba oil, so essentially they're pressed pigment with the jojoba oil. So for traveling, just make sure that they are packed really, really tightly, or when in doubt, leave them at home and scrape or put them into a little travel container, and then you have loose pigment to go. But they are softer than traditional shadows, so we have no chemical binders in them, so that's why they are softer and essentially pure pigment. So you can even see how soft they are. Now, originally they were single pressed, which means that they were only pressed once, and that was a horrible disaster. They are now pressed 3 times. So if you do happen to drop one, we have a video over that's being posted onto our website. You can go find it onto TikTok and all the other places of how to bring this back to life if you do happen to smash it and need to put it back together. I will make sure to do a Makeup Tip Tuesday on this for you, so you know with rubbing alcohol, you make a paste, push it back in, let it air overnight, and it's like new, okay? Now, these colors here that you see on the shelves of Pharmasave is our Smithers, aka Stone. That is the amazing one for brows. Shade slash Kamloops is the one that I designed for contour. So it takes the guesswork out of contour because you don't want something that's too gray and you don't want something that's too warm. Okay, we want it to replicate the natural shading and shadows of our face. So this one's also matte. This one's a satin finish. So it looks like it has shimmer, but it actually fades away. The other two are our most popular colors. This is Cherryville, aka Blossom, my most favorite blush. You can use it on the eye. This is great for youngins too. So when they're starting out with makeup, this is the guy that we always push to. And Golden slash Gold Dust. This is an amazing highlight shade. It is one of our top sellers, really nice and soft, really nice and shimmery. You can do it in so many different ways. Mix it with Gaia Gloss to create a cream highlight. Don't worry, I will show you when Gaia Gloss is back in. And that is a staple. You can do so many different looks with these 4 shades, okay? I'm gonna do a quick 5-minute eye so I can show you how to utilize this. Now, with brushes, our most popular brush is the all over shadow brush. I know that Jasper also, and same with Coaldale, also have our not all over blending, apologize, our small crease brush. And you can see they are all labeled so you know which one is which. Okay, small crease is domed all the way around, great for applying and great for blending. The all over shadow is flat, so you're gonna get a little bit more of intensity as well as easier to push that product around. So I like to use the all over blending for applying, and then I like to use the small crease for either my corner or blending the edges. So because this is just gonna be a fast 5-minute out the door look, I'm gonna show you how to utilize it. We're gonna go in with our Depuff and Prime. This guy now looks like this, oops, onto the shelves. There is a full Makeup Tip Tuesday if you scroll down on all the ways to use this product. It is our eyeshadow primer, as well as our depuffer, has natural caffeine extract, has natural hibiscus, which is like nature's Botox. It's nice and cooling. Not only that, but she is our stay-proof mixing medium if you're wanting to make any of our art shadows into a transfer-proof liner or lip color. Okay, we're gonna let that dwell down. Now we're gonna do something really nice and easy. We're gonna grab our all over blending brush, okay? I'm actually gonna go all over with Cherryville, okay? Now, if you are on the mature side and like I just turned 40, if you are someone who has a lot of texture onto this particular portion of your eye, do what I'm doing, but do it with shade, okay? Mattes push texture away, shimmer pushes texture forward. So this is why for a great start for littles or getting into teens, I'm pushing it with my texture, I'm not gonna lie, I know that, but I still love it. So, and there is still, the rules are made to be broken, okay? That's what Jessica always says. So we're going to start right into this inner corner. I'm making sure that the Depuff and Prime is nice and dwelled down. And I'm just gonna do a light veil of this, okay? Just a light veil. Starting right here, going up and in, okay? I'm not overly thinking this. I'm just sort of applying, getting it on there. Because next I'm gonna wipe this off and I'm going to apply shade, AKA Kamloops, here on the outside edge of my eye. I'm gonna blend this up and into my crease. Okay, now you can see that there. This is why we do our eyes first. I do have a light foundation on. See how we have a little bit of a bump there? I'm gonna take that small crease brush and my fingers as well and blend this out, okay? So I always find our shadows are really easy to blend and easy to apply. So that's why not overthinking your technique of applying, getting it on there, okay, getting it all into those nooks and crannies. Don't worry about the edges. Having a clean brush, going in, buffing it in, and blending it off at your brow bone. Sorry, I can't edit this. So we're gonna listen to that phone ring. So starting on the other side, we're going on the outside. Okay, now your last lash is a really important guide, okay? And then blending this up. That's hilarious. and then into my crease. So remember, thinking that we're going up and away. If you find that you're going over and it's drooping your eyes, take your fingers and just pull it up. Now, these are techniques that I'm showing you that are just for an easy everyday look, okay? See, I'm not overthinking it. I'm applying and I'm going. Okay, anytime you see an edge that you're like, ooh, I should blend that, you should blend it. So I'm gonna take a little bit more here of whatever's left over my brush and just bring that down there. Okay, super easy, super fast, using my fingers to remove, okay? So you can see that I took that shade, basically almost blending it off to where my iris ends, okay, and then blending it into Blossom. You can do this same technique with Gold Dust, with any of the other colors as well. But you want that outside edge to be darker than the inner, okay? I love mattes. Mattes are gonna push it away. That's why shade is so universal in so many different ways, okay? Now I'm gonna take that same brush that I used for blending out here, my edge, which is my small crease. We're going to pick up shade, AKA Kamloops, and we're going to lightly dust it under, starting on the outside edge of the eye, okay? Outside edge of the eye. Making sure that your first touch point is on the outside. Remember, if you've seen my videos before, you know that I talk about this. Your first touch point is always going to be your darkest. Making sure we're starting out here and blending it in. We're not starting in the middle and trying to go out. We want that depth to be on the outside. We're going to do a little bit of mascara. So this is our mascara here. She is our #1 seller because it's a rice bran wax base. Sadly, mainstream mascara is the most toxic on the market. Now, those that are new to MisMacK, if you found us at Pharmasave, she is clean, obviously, so meaning there's no toxins, there's no formaldehyde, there's no PFAs. Rice bran wax base, doubles as a gel liner. All you need is a brush and grab it from the wand, okay? Now, once the air gets into it, after about 2 to 3 weeks, it can come out really clumpy on the brush. Now, this is the one that I have used here. If you go back to a few videos before, you will see her come out really clumpy. Okay, it does go normal the more you use it. The air expands the product, you scrape it off, do your thing, push it back in, okay? Now, you can see I pushed through, she's back to new, okay? I say this because when I started MisMacK in 2019 and we launched our mascara that same Christmas, we want to make sure that that education is being passed on to our MisMackers or to our new MisMackers, because we had clients throwing it out thinking that it's bad. Clean is just different. Okay, what we put on our skin is so important because your skin's your largest organ. It only takes 28 seconds for a toxic ingredient to hit your bloodstream. This is why MisMacK is here. I couldn't unsee how self-regulated the industry was. It hasn't been updated since 1938 with the holy moment here, with the FDA. And it's just horrifying, and products should not be hurting us. So I was listening to an ad on the way in for dry eye, actually. And believe it or not, a lot of these toxic ingredients that are in mascara can actually build up to almost like dry eye symptoms, but it's your mascara that's causing this. So if you're someone that suffers from burning, stinging, itchy, really watery eyes, definitely try to make the switch to clean and see what happens. We've had a lot of our MisMackers even be diagnosed with dry eye and switch to our mascara and all of our products, and it completely has gone away. I can't tell you the amount of optometrists I've also talked to in the last little bit of like, this is one of their #1 things that they talk about is wearing clean products around your eye. So really important. If you are someone that has that, one, I feel for you, it's not fun. And it's definitely can be caused from your mascara. Now, if that happens, I'm gonna grab it and remove it before it dries. Because once it dries, she stays. Doubles as a gel liner. So I'm just doing this really fast 5-minute look, okay? Last I'm gonna do is on my cheeks. I'm gonna take that same blossom that's on my eye. I'm gonna take our soft blending brush, your best friend blush brush, taper it off so it picks up less product. Or not taper it off, sorry, 2 layers. We're gonna apply this lightly to the cheeks. Okay, starting in that apple, going back. And then we're gonna take I'm actually gonna use a lip brush. Actually, no, just kidding. I'm gonna use an angled brush. Going into stone, AKA Smithers, picking up, dusting off, until it's completely gone, and lightly feathering this into my brows. Lightly, starting in that center, okay? Your first touch point is always gonna be your darkest. And just light. I am not a glam brow girl. I like it just to be nice and soft and defined. Lightly. There we go. There we have it. 5 minutes in 15-minute video. But I hope that that helps on how to utilize your MisMacK. So welcome to the next generation of clean beauty meets sports performance. All of our products are designed to hold up to light, to heat, to sweat, for photography, for on the field, and off the field. So if you are in Pharmasave, let them know that they follow us on social media, that how excited you are to see us across Canada and how you can stock up. So word of mouth is how I built this, and it's not going to stop here. So thank you so much for supporting MisMacK. Thank you so much for supporting your local Pharmasave. And when you go, take a picture and tag us, because we are so excited about it. Yeah, it's so exciting. I could go on and on and on about this partnership, but it is just so meant to be. So if you see us, grab at your local Pharmasave, support local. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share over on YouTube. This is on YouTube. Make sure to subscribe, because every Tuesday I show up and show you a tip of how to utilize your MisMacK. And if you're looking for help, please let me know. I am more than happy to do different videos on anything that you are needing help with. So have a fabulous Tuesday, and go support your local Pharmasave.